Hello Sagittarius, my fire family. Elsie here to do a bonus read. I'm going to do a bonus read. We're going to get something on the table for you, some energy before the sneak peek comes up on Friday. I know we're only Wednesday, but let's get to it, hey? Sag, thanks so much for all the ways that you love me and all the ways that you give me your attention, your hypes. I appreciate it so much, your thumbs up. Let's find out what's going on here, whether this is past, present, or future. This has no timeline, so we'll see if it resonates now. Maybe it might resonate in the future. Tell me about Sagittarius. It might resonate if you are a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter Sag. Tell me about Sagittarius. We've got the Ten of Cups, we've got the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Four of Wands. Sag, it feels like there is some sort of celebration coming up. I feel like you are going to have to make a bold move towards your happiness. I want to say that it feels like there is some sort of, there's celebration, but it's stability, but it's a friend's place. It feels like you might be invited somewhere. We've got Five Wands. You might be hesitating. Should I? Do I really want to go make small talk? I'd rather be off by myself. Independence, right? So I feel like you might get some sort of an invitation to have fun, celebration, go to the next level of something. Maybe somebody wants to be a closer friend, wants to have a little fun with you, possibly. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, probably happening in Leo season. The Ten of Cups is here. I feel like it's somebody who feels like family, or maybe this is a family thing. Maybe that's why you're hesitating. You're in a little bit of indecision, a little battle within. Do I really want to go there? Am I interested in making small talk? Let's find out what else is going on here. Sagittarius. We've got the Devil in the reverse. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. That is the center of the read, which is the heart of the matter. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. You know what? This is one of those things, Sagittarius, where I feel like you're going to do it now, and the payoff or the benefit is going to come later. It feels like you see the value in doing this. Look, it could be even a dinner that has to do with people that you work with. It could be a work dinner. It could be a networking thing. Because the Three of Pentacles is here, it feels like a community outing. You know what I mean? It feels like it gives you exposure, or you get to know the people in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. That's how it goes for someone who's clairaudient. Yeah. Who are the people in your neighborhood? Like, it feels like it could be in your community. It feels like it could be in a friend group and someone's inviting you in as a friend of a friend. It does feel like maybe you don't know all the people there, because it feels like it is a networking thing. Like, at least you'll get some. It could be an entrepreneur or someone who's used to taking risks. It feels like you're an inspiring kind of individual. That might be why they're inviting you here. But it does feel like it is a place where they want you to be included in their friend group or in their network. This person really trusts you. And so it feels like there might be some sort of invitation coming. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is seeing the value in something. There's a to me, it's telling me here, this is your energy, that you're a really high value person. So I'm going to say that you're probably very busy in your life, but high value, which to me means that people love to have you around. Because as I always say, you don't ever take Sag to the party. Sag is the party. They might be the person who they love to have you around. Maybe they hang the chandelier just hoping you'll swing from it. We got the Devil. The Devil's interesting here, being in the reverse, because for me, the Devil in the reverse is the release position. I feel like this is going to be good for you to release any sort of, I'm going to say, hesitation or emotional sadness you've had in the past. It does feel like there is something in the past that maybe you regret not doing, and maybe you've already released it, but it almost feels as if this Ten of Cups is attached to that. Maybe you're just like, yeah, you know what, maybe I just need to get out and meet new people. So it feels like you've been possibly working a lot. I think that you see the value in joining this group. You know, the way I'm saying it is like, yeah, I suppose I see the value in it. So I think in the future, well, the thing is that I feel like you want to go. The future looks looks very promising, looks very bright, looks very valuable. But we got the Six of Swords in the reverse, which is a little bit confusing to me. That's really being stuck. Like, I feel like I'm stuck. I don't know these people. I don't really know if I want to go. You know what it's like when you know one person at the party, you know two people at the party, and the rest you got to make the stupid small talk with. What do you do for a living? Right? What part of the city do you live in? All that stuff. Where do you get your car insurance? What kind of car do you drive there? They're like trying to figure out how to put you in the henpeck order, right? How to put you in the order of importance at the party. So I want to say that I feel like you see the value in going and meeting people. I feel like you are sort of stuck. This is going to help you move forward, I'm going to say. This whole situation is going to help you move forward into the future. Tell me why you're stuck. Let's do the Six of Swords first here. What's going on with this? Because I don't really think you care if you show up or not, but you see the value in it. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is the energy of, come on, go do it. I feel like you need it. You might meet somebody here. And I'm not just talking romance, but for some of you, it could be romantic. But I'm just saying the Two of Cups is really connecting with somebody. On you can see they're both holding shells. So you really connect with someone in a happy way, or in a way that we really truly see each other clearly here. But it feels like we're gonna really connect on something that we both love. These two are connecting with shells, right? It does feel like that right now you're in this place where you feel a little stuck. I want to say that you're probably in this place where you're really keeping some heavy boundaries, and the universe is saying, come on, you just might make a friend. You might fall in love. You might find somebody who matches your interests, right? You might deepen a bond with somebody. It doesn't always have to be romantic, because the Two of Cups isn't romance. It's emotion. You might emotionally connect with somebody and have a lot of fun. Eight Wands is, it might happen so quick that you are going to be like, hey, I'm so glad I came, but I feel like you're in this mental stuck position. It feels like you're stuck. Tell me about the Devil in the reverse. It feels like here that you have released something. It might be a thought pattern. We've got the Hierophant. It's a commitment. It feels like it was it's a commitment. I think you're healing from some sort of commitment that you had here. Look, it could be a commitment that's romantic, but the Hierophant isn't always. It could be a commitment to sign a contract. It could be maybe you just released a job. It feels like you're not in this feeling of having happy, celebratory sort of energy at somebody's house. The Page of Swords is curious, though. I do be curious. I don't want to get in the middle of all the drama, but I do be curious. So the Page of Swords is here, and that's the curiosity. The curiosity and the clarity of, you know what, I just released this thing, and maybe I just need a little bit of fun. I feel like, you could meet some really long-term, this is a bunch of people. I feel your apprehension is that these people have known each other for a lot of years. It feels like these are long-term friends, and somebody's trying to invite you into the group. And I think that you do want the Ten of Cups, but I think that you have been, you've been stuck in the mind, I want to say. It almost feels like you're a little bit stubborn about changing your mind. It feels like you've released something toxic possibly, and you're trying to heal from that maybe you feel like this is just not the right time. Tell me the Queen of Wands. I feel like that's your energy here. Tell me what the Queen of Wands is going to do. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit. You're going to think on it for sure. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. I really do feel that this is something that will help with the growth of your pentacle world. You could be meeting somebody who might offer you a job. You could be meeting somebody who, maybe the person whose house you're going to, they've set it up so you could meet somebody who could make you an offer for a lot of money. Maybe that person just said, look, just get Sagittarius in the room. I just want to talk to them and see if they're interested. It could be something like that. It could be about work. It could be about money or property or something that has to do with making money in your pentacle world. Maybe it's a business offer. It feels like there is something here that is preoccupying you, though, that you have just let go of feeling very sad or feeling sad or bad that something didn't work out. I don't think you're really in the mindset to do it, but I want to say that I feel like if you take the opportunity, that you are going to find somebody that you're really going to connect with, whether that's in a pentacle way or whether that's in an emotional way. The Eight of Pentacles tells me with the Hermit energy that you've really been growing spiritually, but I think you've really been growing. You're on this really fast track, a lot of growth here. It feels like it's a spiritual growth, but it feels as though maybe it's a bit of a fast track, but I'm going to say it kind of feels slow. But the King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, actually Taurus, but all three because we're in a general reading, and it feels like you'd rather stay home. I'd rather stay home. I'd rather meditate. I'd rather journal. I'd rather read a book and watch TV. I'm just not in the mindset because I'm in the middle of my spiritual growth. And I don't know if I want anything to interrupt that at this time. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Who are these people? What kind of group is this? See, the Emperor is there. Somebody who is going to, a person of influence is being invited here. Either somebody's trying to set you up, or this is somebody who could possibly really help a cause. Like maybe you're somebody who needs someone of influence to help your cause. Feels like the Emperor is a person of influence, person who can get things done. Tower's in the reverse. Very interesting. Somebody is reserving judgment. That's what I'm trying to say. Reserving judgment, not making a decision. That's why I think that they want you to be invited so they can look you over, talk to you, feel your energy. The Emperor is carrying an empire. This could be someone who owns a business, somebody who's looking for someone to fill a specific spot in their business. But with the Tower in the reverse, it tells me that something here is going to surprise you. It doesn't feel like anything's going to fall in. It feels like the Tower is like waiting because the Emperor has yet to make their decision. Nine of Cups. And I think that you will be surprised that this person is somebody that you get along with really well. You immediately begin to emotionally bond to this person. So I feel like, tell me what this Tower is about here. We've got the Magician, we've got the Six of Cups, and we've got the Temperance card. I feel like whatever opportunity they're going to give you, I feel like somebody has said to them, look, this Sagittarius person has all the skills and the resources. They're a person who is a creator. They create their own business, or maybe you are a business owner. It feels like you create the space where people can grow. I think this is something you've done all your life. It feels like with this Six of Cups, it's something that you may be a friend of this person who's known you for a lot of years and is trying to find somebody to give you an opportunity, or somebody, they may have said, look, I got this friend of mine and I'm going to invite them to this party. Will you come? I feel like this is a moment of alchemy. So I feel like it's really important that you pay attention to it. I'm not saying you have to take, never give your power over to a tarot reader. I'm not saying you have to take the opportunity, but it really does feel like this is a moment of change, like of real change for you. So if you get an invite and you feel like you do want to go, I feel like it really has something to do about the growth of your future. The growth of your future. It feels like a long-term opportunity, but it feels as though it's supposed to look like it's an accident, but I feel like it's a moment of alchemy, and your friend is listening to the universe by bringing you and the Emperor together, whether this is a love reading or whether this is something that is going to end up paying out for you. Somebody who really wants to have your expertise. I think that they see that you're the Queen of Wands. And what I mean by that is like you're not really scared of failure. And that's every entrepreneur that's ever been, or anybody who's ever really wanted anything that they feel is of value, this much value. Look, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to take a leap. And if I fall, I fall. Don't worry. I'm carrying my first aid kit. And I feel like this person knows that you are independent. It feels like they know that you are a spitfire. You will go after whatever you want. And I think that that's the kind of person the Emperor is looking for, whether it is in business or whether it's romance. So when Temperance shows up, it feels like this moment of alchemy. Everything you've been working for, it feels here, Sag, whether it's love or whether it's business, everything you've been working for comes together in this moment. This is the moment where everything comes together because Temperance is here. It's the integration of everything you've learned in the past, every relationship that ever failed, every business that never worked. It feels like this is your breakout moment. Tell me why the Ten of Pentacles is here. We've got the Ten of Swords, got the Moon energy, and the Ten of Wands. See, there's something here that you're carrying that's really heavy. You're like, oh God, I don't know if I want to do that. But I think that what you don't see is that the Ten of Pentacles is here. The value in going, just showing up. I feel like you're like, oh, I don't know. Kind of feeling like kind of heavy, right? Still carrying maybe the wounds of pain or the last person that betrayed me or hurt me. Yeah, it does really feel like this comes out of nowhere. I'm just going to say, this comes out of nowhere and shifts everything. You decide you're immediately going to close an old chapter and boom, the Ten of Cups shows up. And now all of a sudden joy is on the table. It feels like happens like really quick like that. The Lovers is here. So it feels like you're going to be asked to make a choice that's going to scare the hell out of you. And I feel like this Lovers is here in the reverse because you have to make a choice that you're not sure you want to make now. It feels like somebody puts you on the spot. It could be in Leo season, but it also feels like this is going to cause you to face a fear that you've had. Could be a fear of failure. Could be a fear that if I move too quickly. But it feels like you're going to be asked to make a decision and you're not sure if you can make this decision right now, but it's coming at you full bore. Somebody here is just going to spit it out. So do you want to start tomorrow? Like it feels like that. Or can I take you out tomorrow? Depending on how you are looking at this reading. Let's find out what happens from here. Tell me what happens when this Tower turns up. Yep. That person starts to pursue you. And it feels like it's strategic. So please know that this person isn't going to be flirting with you 24/7. This person is going to be telling you, they're going to say, I'm really attracted to you. I really love your energy. The King is mirroring the Queen. And it feels like, wait a second, what timeline am I on? What is going on? That the Emperor is telling me that they are interested in me because we have the same energy. It feels like you've met your person, and whether that's your person in business or a person who can help your career, it feels like the Knight of Swords tells me this person is quick at what they say. It's like they want to see how you react in the moment. Are you going to freak out? Are you going to back off? It feels like this King of Wands, when they know what they want when they see it. But the Knight of Cups is here, and I'm going to say it's very strategic. It almost feels like this person's going to throw things at you, speak really quickly at you, throw topics at you to see how you react, and they're going to be watching your reaction from the outside. Four of Pentacles, and you are going to give them stoicism. I feel like this person's going to ask you to make a decision. First, they're going to sit and watch. They're going to hold back and they're going to wait to see how other people in the room treat you or how you greet other people, how you give reciprocal energy to other people. It feels like this person is going to give you a position, if it's a job thing, give you a position in their organization where you are the face of the position, like the face of the organization. I feel like you'll be up in your head like crazy, trying to make a decision about what to do because you know this is Queen of Pentacles money. This isn't Ten of Pentacles money, friend. This is forever Queen of Pentacles money. And it comes with an opportunity that you have to decide on. Woohoo! The Wheel of Fortune showing up with all these pentacles. Just going to say something is changing, and I feel like it's changing quickly, likely soon. It feels like it's expansion. Well, Jupiter's in Leo. There's Jupiter. Sagittarian energy, you know Jupiter is your ruler. And right now Jupiter's in Leo, man. Get ready for it. Here it comes. I feel like you felt like you were on a slower path and that this wasn't going to happen for a while. But I think, ready or not, here it comes. Sag, I'm going to leave this right here. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I'm going to go for now. But I'll be back because I'm always back. I will be back with the sneak peek. You guys take care. Love y'all. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.